Thanks. CSU going green with the help of some compostable products.
And you're seeing this in a lot of restaurants as well, a lot of businesses making that change. We've got Mark here. He's from a company called Centric to talk about what CSU is doing and maybe what all of us can learn from what CSU is doing. Good to have you.
Thank you.
So Centric is a company that makes compostable products. Does that mean they come compost or they go into compost or both?
Well, they go into compost. All of our materials are plant-based.
Plant-based.
What you see in front of you here was made typically from either sugarcane waste or bamboo fiber or plant-based plastics, not petroleum-based plastics. Everything we do is compostable, and what that means is that it will break down into CO2, water, and organic biomass, and there won't be any toxic residue.
Doesn't fill up a landfill.
Right. So it won't fill up a landfill, exactly. And so all of these things are commercially compostable, and you have actually two facilities in your immediate area here, Alpine and A1, that take our products and turn them into soil.
Well, we know that it's better for the environment compared to plastic. Is it cheaper to make?
Well, it's come down in price from maybe a decade ago where it was much more expensive, but because there's been a big increase in interest in compostable products, it's really brought the cost down because you have more people.
It holds up pretty well, too.
Exactly.
Well, it feels like cardboard. I think most people wouldn't even realize that this is anything different than a normal food container. They know it's not styrofoam, but it feels kind of like a thin cardboard. Is the important part, though, not just using this, but making sure that it's thrown out in the proper way?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of folks need to know that these are products that can go into the Denver compost waste bins that you see around town, in businesses, and at the colleges. So it's very important not to put this into a garbage can that goes into the landfill.
What else are we going to see? I know so far we have plates and coffee cups, but what else will we see become more of a compostable product?
Well, a number of things. Like, for example, this is a new product that we just launched last year called the Pizza Round. And a lot of people think that pizza boxes can end up in their recycling bins.
But you can't because of the grease.
Exactly. So
I just learned that literally a couple of days ago.
Yep. And so this pizza round's entirely made out of sugarcane waste and bamboo fiber, and it can go into the compost waste stream, and it can have the oil and grease, and it actually holds heat better than a typical paper box. So this would be an example of innovations. I think you're going to see it in a lot of other things outside of food service ware. You're starting to see plant-based plastics, for example, being used in cars and in furniture. And so there'll be, you'll see a lot more of that happening. But right now, this is really the sweet spot.
This is cool. And this is some of the products CSU is using to try to become plastics free. And obviously, it's a big undertaking, big university.
Yeah, big university. They've been doing a tremendous job. Actually, they've actually been composting for over a decade.
That's cool.
And just to give you as an example, just in 1 year, they diverted over 400 tons of material into their compost waste stream that would have ended up in a landfill.
Small changes, just small changes.
It really is. It's as I like to say, the singles and doubles will win the game. And this is all about having the singles and doubles to win the game.
Thank you so much for coming in and talking about this. And
my pleasure.
Maybe this encourages people at home to think more about what they're using and how they're getting rid of it. And
even basic recycling, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys, coming up, these astronaut notes could go for millions at auction.